Number 27, Jacob McGinnis from Greenup, Kentucky on a Soggy Bottom MX Pit Posse Bonsai Back KTM. Number 28, Jordan Bees from Appleton, Wisconsin on an OC Racing Power Sports Fly Racing backed Husqvarna. And Jordan Bees at 28 is they're off and rolling here for the Bell Helmets Holeshot Award. We'll introduce you to the rest of the field here in just a moment. Avery Long, the 76, taking the early lead in this one out of New London, Minnesota on a PDR Performance Race Tech WPS Fly Racing back KTM. Rest of the field as they try to get it all sorted out. Checking back to the number 2 spot quickly is the number 16 of Miles Gilmore. As they sort it out, we'll meet the rest of our field real quick, including Joshua Corral, the number 42 out of Elkhorn, California, the number 47 of Ethan Day from Twin Lake, Michigan, the number 50, Brady DeYoung from Comstock Park, Michigan, the number 52, Brody Poppernick out of Brighton, Colorado, 53, Jackson Glather out of St. George, Utah, 54, Slade Verola from Simi Valley, California, number 55, Jackson Craig from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the 56, Lewis Callow from Australia, 58, Gavin Towers from Venetia, Pennsylvania. We got the number 60, Mark Stone from Houston, Texas, the 62 of Nick Lowry from Waldorf, Maryland, 65, Brandon Shaw of Lubbock, Texas, 66, Caden Switzer from Muskegon, Michigan, 72, Ryan Conager, so simple. Ryan Conager out of Marysville, Pennsylvania. The 73, Ty Allen out of Orangevale, California. 74, Trevor Collett from Bowling Green, Indiana. 76, Avery Long from New London, Minnesota. 77, Blake Gartner from Acton, California. Number 81, Dominic Bassarello out of Danville, California. And our final riders on the starting line there include the 84 of Carson Hamlin from Washington, Utah. The 86 of Evan Payer from Yankton, South Dakota. 87, Trip Rexroth from Appling, Georgia. 88, Hamden Hudson from Danville, Virginia. 89, Dakota Aldridge from Noonan, Georgia. 96, Michael McCling from Wetumpka, Alabama. 97, Noah Stevens from Danbury, North Carolina. That's 42 riders that have made their way into this mini senior 12 to 14-year-old class. Race number 12 here at the Dude Ranch.
Miles Gilmore got tangled up in the turn right before the finish area, taking him out of the top spot of riders. But we do have across the finish line right now in first spot is 76, Avery Long, followed by 55 of Jackson Craig. The third spot is number 22 of Caden Braswell. Fourth, 37 of Chase Prince. Fifth place, number 60, Mark Stone Jr. Sixth place of number 58 of Gavin Towers. Seventh is 74, Trevor Collop. In the 8th spot is 62, Nicholas Laurie. 9th spot,
look at that.
Wyatt
The leaders
Matson.
almost go down, David. And now a new leader, Jackson Craig. That was intense. You could see that coming a mile away.
Avery Long down. We see 3 riders already so far by him there, it looks like, Kevin.
And it looks like Caden Braswell was able to dodge that one. And now he finds himself in the number 2 spot. And Jackson Craig, the man with 2 first names, is your leader.
I believe that might have moved Chase Prince all the way up to a 3rd place position aboard the number 37. We'll keep an eye on what's going on there. But, yeah, out front you got to maintain. And Avery Long just a little bit out of shape. And that one shot away from him real quick. We'll see, though. I imagine he's going to be working to get back up into at least close to a top 5.
Yeah, he did not give an inch, and he paid the price for that. A couple of KTMs leading it now. Jackson Craig, Caden Braswell. There's the number 37 of Chase Prince in the mix. He got around the number 76 as well. Like
Whoa!
Oh, and he goes down yet again. 76 crashes again. Avery Long 2 times in 1 lap as he almost comes together with Chase Prince.
Top 2 riders were down for a moment. We'll see how it shakes out as they come around.
Actually, Avery Long is probably in 4th or 5th now when he made that 2nd crash. There's your leaders coming in front of us. And this one is far from over. The number 55 of Jackson Craig, able to weather that storm right before the 10 Commandments. And here comes the number 22 of Caden Braswell.
Jackson Craig has managed to stay up through all the riders that are going down around him. He maintains the top 3 spot throughout the race, but now he's jumped up into the lead while everyone's gone down around him.
It's a battle of attrition. Just stay up and you might find yourself leading this thing.
Top.
Almost come together again in front of the mechanics area.
Wow, check this out. Gavin Towers has made his way up to the number 3 spot. He was way back in the top 10 at the end of that first lap. Now up to a 3rd place position aboard the 58. So that's how much things are changing. Stone now in 4th place. Trevor Collop in 5th. Another name that I'm going to be watching is that number 28 of Jordan Bees. He's back in 11th place position right now.
And this is where it all happened last lap for the number 55, Jackson Craig. He is now in the number 2 spot, trying to run down the 22 of Braswell. Shots fired on the first lap of this mini senior 12 to 14 class.
Wow, some very defend coming out of that.
Don't you love the way this track works? You can go inside and outside, and they're just dead even. Look at them. They're side by side, Rodney Tomlin, just like me and you.
Exactly. And they run it like that. And did we just see a pass? Did Braswell just get around the 55?
He's been around. He made it a few turns ago, but it looks like Craig has been trying to sneak up there. They were side by side several times. He's not really been able to seal this pass until now. Sealed it with a kiss.
Ooh, a kiss and a scrub from what I saw. A little scrub out of there, and he's pulling some
Rodney,
distance.
your lips are voluptuous when you do that.
Thanks, man. I've been softening them.
Thank you, Kevin. Soft, kissable lips.
My girlfriend gives me this chapstick that makes them very moist.
I'm going to stay over here.
Alex Hunter's over here. What are you talking about?
You're talking about my lips, and I was just telling you.
Okay. All right, we're going to pick back up with Jackson Craig, Caden Braswell. How did we get to? I know but I'm just like, here we're announcing a dirt bike race, and we can instantly go to your lips, talking about your lips, and then chapstick.
I guess because I have such voluptuous lips, you said it, not me.
No, I did. I'm just like the way how we got there. How we got there.
He's trying to give me a chapstick sponsorship. That's what it is.
Caden Braswell now out front. Rodney Tomlin with those kissable lips up here in the tower. Staring at me really long, man. It got awkward there. By the mechanics area we go with Braswell. Finally, he clears the number 55 of Jackson Craig. They're by themselves. They are gone. Just like Rodney on his prom night, just all by himself.
All by myself.
Oh, one rider over the berm, over the Thor sweeper. Hay bales go with him. He is right back up. The number 37 goes down. That was Chase Prince. Chase Prince has crashed 2 different times now.
You know, and we've seen a lot of riders going down in places that you wouldn't normally think they'd go down, like the 2 riders going down there a few moments ago, side by side in a turn, and it just fell down, basically, is what they did.
I absolutely love that overhead view put together by Red Bull and the drone. It shows you how this track snakes around. Incredible. See, both his feet were off the pegs there on the number 55.
See how
Jackson
deep
Craig.
those
That's why you're seeing problems. Those guys, they never get a chance to recover. There's never a smooth spot on the racetrack to relax. Every turn has a 48-foot rut, and there's 50 of them, so you got to choose the best one. Try not to get past. Tough break for Dominic Vaccarello as he flies over the bales. Gets right back on the bike, though. Like we said, these kids are like Mr. Plastic, Bubble Elastic. They're made out of cartilage. There's no bone in their body, really. Little
bounce.
Rubber dudes.
They bounce.
Yep, there he is. Racer TV's broadcast showing you the number 22 of Caden Braswell, the 55 in tow. That's Jackson Craig. And they have flat yarded the field. There's 9 seconds back to Gavin Towers and Wyatt Matson and Trevor Collop.
Avery Long back in 9th place. Remember, he got the whole shot, went down, then went down again after making back into the top 5. He's 9th place position. We'll be keeping an eye on him to see.
Then a black cat ran out. He fell, tripped over a ladder. It's just, man, mirror broke.
Went under a ladder.
It's been a bad
what
day.
Is going on with
He broke a mirror 2 turns later.
Correct. It's just got busted by the IRS for tax evasion for contingency last year. He owes $400 there. It's just not been a good day.
It's been a rough moto.
Jordan Bees is glad to be around him, though. I can see that. Bees up to 8th place. Remember, we were looking at him. He was a little further back, closer to a 13th place position in the early part of this moto.
There's Braswell still trying to pull away from Jackson Craig. Craig just not letting him get away. Keep sending those friend requests. You're going to be my friend. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on the racetrack.
I want in your screenshot. Let me in.
Come on, man.
Selfie with me, man. Selfie with me.
Look at this racetrack. It's just covered with folks all the way around. It's wrapped in spectators. This is the Mini Senior 2 12 to 14 class. Lap number 4 is what we're watching. About halfway through this race. Got about another 11 minutes to go. 10 minutes and some change. Now, again, you get to see a great view of this racetrack and how cupped out those 10 commandments are. So you got to land and hope you land in a rut. You really can't see where you're landing. I'd go on the outside, too. I'd go all the way on that road where there's no jumps and just really smooth.
The water road?
Yeah.
Right in the photographer lane?
Yes. How rutted up and chewed up this racetrack is.
I know. And those lines.
This next, it's even worse.
Yeah, those lines up the faces. Look at that.
I don't want anything to do with it. You see that in the background? No. I could not. I hated ruts. I'm terrible at ruts.
Well, at least you gave it a try, Kevin.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never qualified for this, never even attempted. My dad said, I'm not wasting any of that money on you, dude.
Well,
No way.
I unfortunately never had the opportunity to experience it, so
Yeah,
I don't know whether I would have been good or bad, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say
Bad.
probably not so good.
Terrible, awful, more than likely. But you would have had great lips.
I would.
You would have been a hit down there at the creek.
Kissable lips.
Very kissable, game room kissable lips up there. Back in the day. You remember the game room? I know you do.
Yes, of course I
My
do.
dad ran that place. He was smoking little 14-year-old kids on playing pool. He stayed there all night. Give me a quarter. Winter stays.
I
Give me your
remember
quarter.
that. Was that your dad?
Yeah, my dad. He was killing it.
I remember him cleaning out some kids. I saw him take a buck and a quarter off one kid one time.
Oh, kid must have run his mouth.
Give me your quarter. Lunch money. All right, here we go at the mechanics area with not our leader. There's our leader, the orange KTM, Caden Braswell. 5 laps in the books. Man, Jackson Craig is just not going away. He is hanging tough. In fact, he might have closed in. He was a little quicker. If you look at the lap times, he ran a 2:08 to Caden Braswell's 2:09. So in your face, Caden, I'm coming. That's what he's saying.
Jackson Craig is the only one able to keep up with Caden Braswell.
Yeah.
They're pulling a nice gap of 14 to 15 seconds behind the third place rider
There
of
he is,
Gavin
in the
Towers.
shot. He's coming, the white gear, orange motorcycle. You're going to see him right in the shot here. He's definitely close. That young man's got a visor issue, a malfunction, wardrobe malfunction for the 23 Yamaha. And Craig is coming. What up, Craig?
You see me, Craig?
Here I am, Craig.
Saying ain't so, Craig.
I'm about to pass you, Craig. Here I am, Craig. Wrong line, Craig. I'm on the inside, Craig.
On the outside now, Craig.
Craig, you can't stop me. That's Jackson Craig.
Chasing down Caden Braswell.
You know, I was just...
Days are long here, man. We got to have some fun.
You know, I was looking at this class, and I was running down through this, and I was like, you know, who are the players? Who would we be looking at as players in this particular race? And Caden Braswell, obviously one of those. I think Jackson Craig is one of those, and even Gavin Towers. I've seen.
Wow, so you saw the top three just like that?
No, not necessarily.
visionary.
Actually, I seen Chase Prince and Jordan Bees up there as well.
Rod Stadamus, is that his name? Rod Stadamus?
But I'd kind of Rod Stadamus. Exactly.
Uncle Nutter.
I foresee the future here. But no, I was talking to some folks, and Gavin Towers really wasn't on my radar coming into this week. But this weekend I was talking to some folks, and they brought up Gavin Towers' name, and I was like, you know, you're right. I have seen some big advancements out of him, and they tell me, well, wait till you see him this week because he is really pushing hard, and he wants to do well this year.
awesome.
And, and you can see
There he is,
up to
top
third
three.
place. Yeah.
There's that overhead shot up and over the Tunnel of Love across that rough. Look at this. This next straightaway is so beat out. It's just it looks like a whoop section. It's like Randy Poulter cut in a set of whoops, a pad of whoops. Braswell
Drifting.
shimmying out of that thing. I think I just saw a German soldier pop his head up there. And that, what, to use an old line from Larry Huffman. Jeff Ward, built like a fire hydrant. Braswell again navigating through these. Man, it is just incredible how rough this track is. It makes even the best riders in the world look awesome. What's going on here? What are we doing?
I'm trying to see how you're built like a fire hydrant.
Built like a fire plug. You're actually imitating a fire hydrant.
Yes, yes.
I thought he was just cramping up.
Yeah, like is he about to seize up, Roddy?
It has
You
been
have a stroke?
It's been a long day. I know this is only our first day of broadcast, but I've been here for since last Wednesday.
Right, yes. Yeah, you need to go home.
It's hard. When he does his
Okay.
predictions in advance, he cramps up. You know, he's running low on sugar right now. It's been at least 3 hours since he polished off a whole bag
a
of
box of
cookies.
Marlboros.
You guys quit it, man. You're making me think about that stuff. I had it off my mind for a few moments.
Here's your running order. Braswell, Craig, Towers, Matson, Collett, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jordan Bees, part of that Killer Bees. The Bees brothers. He is 6th. Avery Long, our Holeshot artist, and the number 7 spot. Mark Stone in the number 8 spot. Nicholas Laurie Knight and Revin Gordon rounds out your top 10.
They went straight from Revin Kevin to just Revin.
We're going straight with just Revin. That's it.
That's pretty creative. I like that name. That's pretty cool. So we got Hamden Hudson back in 11th. Noah Stevens is 12th. Lewis Callow, that is, in the number 13 spot. Logan Lassar is 14th. Caden Switzer rounds out your top 15.
Our buddy Lucas Geisler, his dad is Greg Geisler, owner of the BTO Rides Unlimited team. Little Lucas making it to his first ever Loretta Lynn's. He's a small business owner back home at age 12. Net worth about $1.2 million, fully liquid. Lucas is a hustler.
Does he do that through lemonade stands or what?
Multiple. He has a franchise of lemonade stands. All his little kids, they just kick them up. It's like a pyramid scheme. All the kids have to kick up 10 cents out of every lemonade they sell to Lucas. Or he sends his dad's cronies down there to shake them down.
Sounds like kids got it dialed in.
Yeah. There's Jackson Craig. He's got it dialed in. Continues to pick all the right lines. There he goes, underneath the Thor tent.
That lap around, I think lap traffic may have taken its toll on Craig, because we see him drop from that 2:09, 2:10 lap time to a 2:12, and he lost 3 seconds on Braswell, and he's still only a little over 4 seconds behind him.
Yeah. Lap rider Craig.
Towers still back about 16 seconds in third place. Trevor Collip in fourth. Wyatt Matson rounds out your top five. Ooh, Collip actually getting around Wyatt Matson there for that position, it looks like, as he's trying to get back into the groove. And meanwhile, I believe that Jordan Bees may see and smell a little blood out there from sixth place. A 3.2-second gap, and turned that last time around an 8-second faster lap. So we may be seeing Bees actually capture a top five by the end of lap number 8.
Wyatt Matson had to have bobbled out there on that lap, turned into 2:21, giving up that ground to Jordan Bees. But still, nobody can match the laps, nobody can match the times of Caden Braswell. Jackson Craig is trying, but it's slipping out of his fingers as we're coming to the close of this race.
2-lap board out. Braswell leading on lap 7 into lap 8. Craig, Towers, Collip, Matson, Bees 6th. As we'll see, I'm sure, a change for Jordan Bees by the time this 8th lap is complete. Avery Long is 7th, Mark Stone in 8th, Nick Lowry now. Nick Lowry, the 62, up to 9th, and Revan Gordon has dropped to a 10th place position. If I'm not mistaken, he was running 7th a couple laps ago. He's now dropped back to 10th, and Avery Long, who was in 10th a few laps ago, is now up to a 7th place position. Jordan Bees, who was looking to break into a top 5, still waiting to see whether or not he's able to do it, as 8 laps down. White flag out. Braswell, Craig, looking like Towers in the number 3 spot. We're waiting to make sure that he's able to maintain that spot for sure. There's the 53 machine by. Where's the 58? Last lap of racing. There it is. Towers did go by. There's Caden Braswell we're seeing on the screen. Matson in 4th, Collip in 5th, and does not look like Bees was able to make that pass. He is now 5 seconds behind Collip in that 5th place position, so not able to take advantage of the situation. Mark Stone is 8th. Nick Lowry, I believe, still 9th, with Revan Gordon still rounding out the top 10. White flag lap here, Dave Smith, and looks like Caden Braswell is ready to take this one home.
Caden Braswell's cleared the 10 Commandments. He's back in Storyland right now. He's more than halfway through on this final lap of racing. It's just a few turns and a few straights left until he's going to be able to come home and secure the checkers. Jackson Craig would like to make that not happen, but it looks as though it's falling out of his control at this time, as his gap between Caden Braswell and Craig is getting a little bit larger.
Man, this track, amazing. We just had track prep about an hour or so ago, and this course doesn't even resemble that. But again, as we had pointed out, that's just the nature of the beast, and actually it's really creating some of the great racing that we're seeing. Not so smooth. That is what used to be a smooth, sandy sweeper turn now has turned into basically a whoop section. And if you look at this track, it's nearly whoops all the way around. The only place there isn't whoops is on the jump. And here comes your leader in the final turns now, and now crossing the finish line for the checker flag, Caden Braswell, winner of Moto number 1, the Mini Senior 2, 12-14.
As we wait for the next riders to cross the line, Jackson Craig is across for the 2nd place.
Braswell taking the win. Jackson Craig in the number 2 spot, 7.6 seconds back. He's checked in. Gavin Towers was some 20 seconds behind after 8 laps of racing complete. 24, almost 25 seconds, but a bronze medal for Moto #1, and that is going to put him in a great position as far as the championship fight is concerned. Wyatt Manson, the number 13 in 4th. Trevor Collip in 5th. Jordan Bees is 6th. Avery Long in 7th. Then looking for Mark Stone, Nick Laurie, and Revan Gordon to round out your top 10 as we take a look at the Rocky Mountain top 10 leaderboard here and head down to the podium where we'll check in with Kevin Kelly when he's ready. Oh, check this out. Mark Stone has dropped all the way back to a 13th place position riding on a TM. There's another motorcycle out there at TM, and he is going to push this machine to the finish line. Currently still in a top 20 spot, but that is slipping away so very quickly. But what this does, my friends, is shows the heart of a true rider and a true competitor. If he is willing to push this bike the entire way as he's made his way to the finish line stretch along the fence, this could be a long push for him, but at the same time, it is going to be one that he is going to certainly remember for the rest of his life, knowing that I want to finish that first moto. I want to be scored, and my hat's off to that number 60 there as he is working his way to making sure he finishes moto #1.
He has to push that bike across under his own power.
Mark Stone making his way by the tree now as we see, and mercy sakes, that's again a heartbreaker for him, but at the same time a great inspiration for us. He may be giving up.
Don't do it.
Don't give up now. No, he's just trying to cool down. He's that hot. He's getting that hot. He's getting a drink of water right now. This right here is the heart of a true champion. He may not win a national title this year, but it's riders like this and it's days like this that show your true worth. There it is. The crowd goes wild for the number 60 as he makes this push across the finish line and ensures a Moto 1 finish here at Loretta Lynn's.
Rodney, we're going to squeeze in and put a gold medal right around your neck. Grab that medal right there. Folks, let's hear it for the number 22 of Caden Braswell. Caden, heck of a race there. Got a little dicey there early in the moto, but you were able to kind of clear some of those crashes and find yourself on the #1 spot?
Yes, sir.
Well, tell me about it. Let's go. Let's get into detail. Give me some.
I mean, I came off the gate pretty good, and then I had some kids swerve over on me, so I just had to check out. And then dove on the inside of the first corner and came out probably around 15th, and then just started working my way from there.
Yep, so you find yourself in the #1 spot, a great gate pick coming into the next moto. Is that kind of how you planned it? You knew you were going to win?
I mean, I was hoping I was going to win. A lot of work not to, eh?
You're telling me, man. I didn't even ride. I'm tired. I know you guys, months and months of work, pounding out laps. It all comes to fruition for you here?
Yes, sir. Finally making it happen. Hope.
Yeah. You got a title? Have you won one here yet?
No, sir. 2nd place 5 times in a row.
Good Lord, you're done with that, huh? You got anybody you want to thank, Caden?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Lord up above. Couldn't do it without him. Mom and Dad, SMG, Troy Lee Designs, Backyard, FMF, Works Connection, Oakley, Alpine Star, Dunlop Tires. I mean, we got that MX-11 on the back, and she is just hooking up. Mica Metals, Lynx and Max, couldn't do it without them motors, you know. It's just wide open. DT1, got some good filters in there, getting my bike some good oxygen. Henson clutch components, and I'd like to thank my mom and dad one more time. Thank y'all.
Awesome. Put your hands together one more time for Caden Braswell. That tire is hooking up. You're going to take that bike on down the road? There we go. Let's bring up Holeshot Award winner, Mr. Avery Long. Avery, if you want to hop up here, the Bell Helmets Holeshot Award, $100. Dude, take me through that whole shot. It's got to feel so good pulling one of these here at Loretta's.
Yeah, it does.
Now, so was it quiet? You're like, wait, am I leading this thing?
Yeah.
Pretty surreal moment. You had a problem, though? Did you go down early in that moto?
Yeah, unfortunately, I went down 3 or 4 times. I couldn't focus back in and concentrate on my motos, but got all the nerves out of the way at this race and ready to go pound out some laps in the next ones.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what did you learn? And I guess that's what you learned is just get all this crashing out of the way. I saw you crash twice in one lap. Rough go.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, PDR Performance, Race Tech, Western Power Sports, Fly, Motor X, Race Damage, and everyone else. Thank you.
How about it? Avery Long, your Bell Helmets Holeshot Award winner. That is a cool feeling to pull that off. Let's bring up our second place finisher. If you are in the house, Jackson Craig. Come on down, my man. Jackson Craig. This guy was pushing. He wanted a moto win. I thought he was going to get it. He got really close there within a second towards the end of the moto. And you are absolutely showing you've got the skills to pay the bills. Put that around your neck, Mr. Jackson Craig. What up, Craig? Tell me about that race, dude.
It was good. I actually didn't get too good of a jump, but came in out of the gate. I got to the inside and passed a lot of people about second corner and got into the lead for about a lap. And then Caden got me. Rode a really good race. He was just faster than me, but I'm happy with second.
Tell me about that little incident going into the Ten Commandments. You guys almost, I think you and Avery almost went down together.
He was just he was trying to block the line, and I'm a little bit bigger than everyone in this class, really. I'm probably a little bit too big for the bike, actually. And when he hit me, I was able to like mount up and just like kind of be ready for it. And he went down, and I didn't. So yeah, it's a good race.
Do you talk junk in your helmet? I always want to know what guys you like. Oh, not today, dog. You're not doing that.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I was definitely like, oh, that was a close one. Got me going, but yeah.
Got anybody you want to thank, Jackson?
Yeah, just my mom, my dad, and Reno Training Complex for everything they do. That's really everyone who's behind me. They've done everything for me over the years for 7 years now. And I like to thank Slick Pup, Lynx Racing, PR2. That's really about it.
Awesome work. Let's hear it for your second place finisher, Jackson Craig. A lot of personality out of these kids. I like it, man. You guys are actually listening when you go to these Orange Brigade camps and they train you on how to talk to us. The number 58, come on up here, Mr. Gavin Towers. Third place finisher, Gavin Towers. Grab that medal, man. Put it around your neck. I know you probably want to get the win, but man, it's got to feel good to get on the podium to start your week.
Oh yeah, it feels so great. I picked up 42 on my chip, and I was all the way on the outside, and I just held it wide open.
So where did you come around the first turn? Where were you at?
Probably like anywhere in the top 10. I'm not really sure.
Well, that's awesome. From the last gate pick, and you wind up on the box. So you can do it. That start's pretty fair if you're willing to go for it on the outside, huh?
Oh, yeah. My Dunlop tires are hooking up great. I got to give it up to David Kilgore and the Kilgore Semics. They helped me out so much this past year. Real deal, Rob, for letting me come down and train before here in Louisiana. My mom, my dad, my sister, and just everybody else. And PR2, thank you for the great suspension. Thank you.
He is all smiles. Smile for the camera, everybody watching back home. It's Gavin Towers, ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher. That's your podium. We're done here on the box here. We'll set the table with the next class. Gentlemen, take it away in the tower.